If you're a real Warriors fan living in the US, this video is for you. From coast to coast, America is buzzing after last night's game. Steph Curry just reminded the whole country why he runs the West. The NBA world is buzzing with one of the most explosive rumors we've seen all offseason. A shocking proposal is now making its way through insiders and fan circles alike, and it involves the Golden State Warriors, the Los Angeles Lakers, and a superstar player that could change the direction of both franchises forever. Reports are swirling that the Warriors have been urged to trade away one of their biggest stars in exchange for a four-time NBA champion forward, valued at over $101 million, who currently plays for the Lakers. The twist in this story is just as dramatic as the deal itself. Jonathan Kuminga, the rising star who has shown flashes of brilliance in Golden State, is once again at the center of the drama, and Stephen Curry is reportedly hoping Kuminga embraces this chance, if the deal goes through, instead of resisting it. Let's slow this down and really break it apart, because what's at stake here is bigger than just one trade. We're talking about the identity of the Warriors, the legacy of Steph Curry, the unpredictable chemistry of the Lakers, and the tug-of-war between keeping faith in the next generation versus chasing one last ring before the dynasty window completely slams shut. The player in question from the Lakers side is none other than Anthony Davis. Yes, you heard that right. The $101 million forward who helped the Lakers secure their 2020 NBA championship is now being floated as a possible trade target for Golden State. The idea is as wild as it is intriguing. Anthony Davis, a player known for his dominant defense, versatility, and interior presence, could give Golden State exactly what they've been lacking since the decline of their small ball dynasty. But at the same time, this isn't just about basketball skills on paper. This is about risk, timing, and the very real possibility that Golden State may have to sacrifice a superstar talent of their own, along with Jonathan Kuminga, to make it happen. The suggestion that the Warriors would part ways with a major superstar is already sending fans into a frenzy. Some insiders believe that Draymond Green, with his contract and his declining offensive value, could be the player to go. Others speculate that Klay Thompson, whose struggles in recent seasons have cast doubt on his future, might be the actual piece the Lakers would push for. But the most shocking possibility is that the Warriors could be urged to trade Andrew Wiggins, who, despite inconsistencies, remains one of their most valuable two-way wings. Whichever name ends up in that package, the headline remains the same. Golden State being told to give up a superstar for Anthony Davis is one of the most controversial ideas we've heard in years. So why would the Warriors even consider such a move? The reasoning comes down to urgency. Stephen Curry is 37 years old, and while he continues to amaze fans with his otherworldly shooting and leadership, there's no denying that the clock is ticking. He wants another ring. He wants to prove that this dynasty isn't finished yet. But the reality is that Golden State's roster hasn't been built to win at the highest level over the past 2 seasons. They've lacked interior presence, they've lacked consistent scoring outside of Curry, and they've been plagued by injuries and roster experiments that simply haven't worked. Now let's imagine Anthony Davis in a Warriors jersey. Suddenly, Golden State has an elite rim protector, a rebounder, and a versatile scorer who can dominate inside and stretch the floor when needed. Pairing him with Curry in pick-and-roll sets would be devastating. Curry's shooting would open lanes for Davis, while Davis's size and athleticism would give Curry more breathing room against defenses that trap him at every turn. On paper, it's a dream pairing. But of course, the NBA isn't played on paper, and the baggage Anthony Davis brings with him can't be ignored. Durability has been the single biggest question mark around Davis's career. For every dominant stretch he's had, there's been a frustrating stretch of injuries that keep him sidelined. For the Warriors, who already dealt with uncertainty around Klay Thompson's health and Draymond Green's volatility, adding another fragile superstar could backfire in the worst way. Imagine trading away a reliable cornerstone like Wiggins, or even betting on Kuminga's potential, only to watch Davis miss 40 games in a season. That's the nightmare scenario, and it's why many Warriors fans are divided on whether this rumored trade is brilliance or pure insanity. And then there's Jonathan Kuminga. This is where Steph Curry comes in. Reports suggest that Curry has been quietly hoping Kuminga will accept a bigger role, step up, and commit to becoming the next superstar in Golden State. At just 22 years old, Kuminga has shown flashes of brilliance that scream all-star potential. His athleticism, slashing ability, and defensive upside make him one of the most exciting young players in the league. But the problem is consistency. Kuminga has openly voiced frustrations about his role in Steve Kerr's system, and there have been whispers of him growing impatient with waiting for his turn. That's why his name keeps appearing in trade rumors. For Curry, who has built his career on loyalty and patience, seeing Kuminga leave would be bittersweet. On one hand, Curry knows that pairing with Davis could give him one last dominant shot at a championship. On the other, he knows that if Kuminga fulfills his potential, Golden State could have their bridge into the future once Curry eventually steps away. That's the tension tearing at the heart of this rumor, the present versus the future, the safe bet versus the gamble, the dynasty versus the rebuild. Meanwhile, from the Lakers' perspective, this kind of deal is equally dramatic. Imagine LeBron James parting ways with Anthony Davis, his co-star in the bubble championship run. The LeBron-Davis partnership was supposed to be the key to multiple championships, but outside of 2020, it hasn't lived up to its promise. Injuries, roster changes, and the rise of Western Conference rivals have kept the Lakers from becoming a consistent threat. If LeBron wants to maximize his final years in the league, the Lakers might be willing to gamble on bringing in a package of young talent and proven stars from Golden State, especially if Jonathan Kuminga is involved. Picture this scenario: Kuminga in a Lakers jersey, running alongside LeBron James and Austin Reeves. That's a frightening sight for Western Conference defenses. Kuminga's athleticism and upside could be exactly what the Lakers need to prepare for a post-LeBron era. And if the trade brings them someone like Wiggins, they instantly gain a reliable two-way player to balance their roster. It's not hard to see why Lakers insiders would push for this. But let's not underestimate the weight of the words urge to trade. That phrase matters, because it suggests that people close to the Warriors organization, analysts, insiders, maybe even former players, are telling the front office that this is the move they need to make. It's not just speculation. It's pressure. The Warriors front office, led by Mike Dunleavy Jr., is being told that playing it safe won't get them anywhere. They need to swing big, or risk watching Curry's final years wasted on early playoff exits. Fans, of course, are torn. Some believe this is a no-brainer: trade for Davis, give Curry the best chance at another ring, and worry about the future later. Others think this is the worst idea imaginable: sacrificing a young star like Kuminga and trading away a proven Warrior for a player who might not even stay healthy. Social media has exploded with takes, memes, and heated debates.